Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. Let's talk with the news today. Exclusive US assess up to a 60% failure rate for some Russian missiles, officials say. The United States assessed that Russia is suffering failure rates as high as 60% for some of the precision-guided missiles it is using to attack Ukraine. 3 US officials with knowledge of the intelligence told Reuters. The disclosures could help explain why Russia has failed to achieve what most could consider basic objectives since its invasion a month ago, such as neutralizing Ukraine Air Force. Despite the apparent strength of these militaries against Ukraine, much smaller armed forces. The US officials who spoke on conditions of anonymity due to the sensitivities of the information did not provide evidence to support the assessment and did not disclose what precisely was driving high Russian missile failure rates. The Kremlin's and Russia defense ministries did not immediately respond to a request for comment. Such a high failure rate can include anything from launch failures to a missile failing to explode on impact. U.S. defense official told reporters this week that the Pentagon assesses that Russia has launched more than 1,100 missiles of all kinds since the war began. The U.S. official have so far not said how many of those hit their targets and how many failed to do so. Citing U.S. intelligence, 3 U.S. officials said the United States estimated that Russia's failure rate varied day to day, depended on the type of missiles being launched, and could sometimes exceed 50%. 2 of them said it reached as high as 60%. One of these officials said the intelligence showed that Russia air-launched cruise missiles had a failure rate in the 20 to 60% range, depending on the day. Russia has been seen fielding 2 types of the air-launched cruise missiles in Ukraine, the KH-555 and KH-101. According to the Center for Strategic and International Studies, this think tank's missile defense projects. Reuters could not determine what a standard failure rate would be for air-launched cruise missiles. 2 experts interviewed by Reuters said any failure rate of 20% and above would be considered high. The United States believed Russia fired air-launched cruise missiles from Russian airspace earlier this month when it attacked a Ukrainian military base near the Polish border, and one of the U.S. officials told Reuters there was a particular high failure rate during his attack. The strike killed 35 people, according to Ukrainian authorities. Missile attacks have been a feature of Russian invasions, with Russia announcing strikes against military targets, including weapons depots. The invasion has killed thousands and driven a quarter of Ukraine, 44 million people from their homes. The bombardment has hit residential areas, schools and hospitals in Ukrainian cities, including Kharkiv and the besieged port of Mariupol on the Sea of Azov. Russia, which says its military is engaged in special operations in Ukraine, denies targeting civilians. This is the end of our news today. What do you think about this news? Please comment below to let me know. And if you like this video, please like and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching and see you next time.